Hi everybody, this is Ravi Nalabareddy from Precision Academy. Today I am going to explain Indo-China border disputes from historic perspective as well as spatial location perspective. Like I will be explaining you using the maps and also the historic timeline. So to start with, let's see the headlines in recent times. In Times of India or New York Times or Al Jazeera, Hindu, nationally and internationally, this is a big news now. The reason is these are two most populous countries with nuclear powers. India says 20 soldiers killed in border clash with China. All out combat feared as India China engage in border standoff. India China foreign ministers discuss deadly Ladakh clash. Sacrifice of Jawans will not go in vain, says PM Narendra Modi. So, going back to history, in 1914, this is important year. So, India inherited its border disputes with China from its British colonial rulers who hosted 1914 conference with Tibetan and Chinese governments to set the borders. This is called McMahon Line. So it is in 1914 at Shimla. So it is called Shimla Convention. So they agreed for it, the Tibetan rulers. So Tibet was an independent nation at that time. In 1950, it was occupied by China. So it happened in 1914. Then what happened in 1959? Nehru visited China. Then there was a slogan like Indo-China, Hindu-China, bye-bye. So there was good friendship. Nehru believed and trusted a Chinese friendship. So, but he visited and then he questioned the boundaries shown on official Chinese maps. He has seen these Chinese maps, they are showing Indian territory also as part of China, and then he questioned it. It prompted Chinese Premier Zhou Enlai to reply that his government did not accept the colonial frontier. So, this one they said they are not accepting this colonial frontiers. And you can see this Nehru's China visit and then 1962 war. So within 2-3 years of his visit, there was a war and China has almost defeated India, and Nehru was really upset personally, and some people say perhaps that was the reason for his the demise, like he was really upset. And then in 1962 Sino-Indian War, a 4-week war that left thousands dead on the Indian side before China withdrew. So but they retained Aksai Chin. This is part of Indian territory in Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir state, next to Ladakh. They have occupied it. A strategic corridor linking Tibet to western China. So this part they have occupied in that war. So India still claims the entire Aksai Chin region as its own, because we will show in our map something like this in the top, but here they have occupied it. So in addition to this region, nearby Shaksgam Valley in the northern Kashmir, so these two we still claim, but I will show you this this one you need to understand the location. This is the McMahon line. This is the McMahon line. So this they don't accept now. Now they are claiming this Arunachal Pradesh as part of. So they slowly claim. They claim some areas in the map. They don't administer, but they start showing that as part of South Tibet. So they have occupied Tibet in 19. See how big is this country, like its ruler Dalai Lama, legitimate ruler, is now in India. So all this is almost 10th largest in area in the world. That big country, they are now administering. Dalai Lama is in Dharmashala now. So Dalai Lama has come to Dharmashala. So this one they have occupied. Now they are claiming Arunachal Pradesh as southern Tibet. So slowly they are showing all these parts as disputed. They start like that and then they invade and they capture. That's how they do, and then they start administering and then capture some more. So this is the Aksai Chin. This is one I told you. This we show it all this as so we show all this part as part of India, but this one is not. It was never in India's control, because this is this we call it Pak occupied Kashmir, POK, and they call it as Pak administered or Azad Kashmir. And then this is the Aksai Chin region next to Ladakh, and only this part we are controlling now. So only this part. So here are in the borders where generally we face this kind of problems, disputes and fights, and in this border, especially this one, this above the Sikkim. I will explaining that in next diagrams. And Galwan Valley, this is a river and then valley there. So Galwan river and then Galwan Valley. This is the Siachen glacier. So as I told you, this part we are not controlling now. So we call it as line of control, LOC. Here with China, what we have is called LAC, line of actual control. So this below this Siachen glacier, whatever borders are there between this called Chinese administered part of this Kashmir is now called Aksai Chin, and then this line of actual control is here. This is the Ladakh part. So in this Ladakh we have Ladakh bordering with Aksai Chin. So here the dispute is happening, clash of India and China in Galwan Valley. When we come to the northeastern side of the border, so there is this particular Sikkim. Sikkim is next to Bhutan. So Bhutan king and Bhutan as a country is very close to India. Nepal used to be almost like another state of India, but now it is not like. They are so close to China now. So China has almost controlling. They are controlling. Their communist parties are there now in Nepal, and then they give whatever Nepal wants. And then recently right now when we are speaking, they are going ahead with a bill, map bill in Nepal. They are claiming some of the parts of India. So this is Nepal, this is Bhutan. Bhutan is a friendly nation. So Sikkim, here we saw a deadly combats between these two nations. Nathula, La means a passage, like, and that narrow passage in Himalayan mountains. So those are really important to control those areas. So there was a dispute at this place, and then this is called Doklam Plateau, a disputed. They slowly start dispute some area as a disputed area. This China has started that, and then this is called Dokla. So Nathula, Dokla, these are important places. I will be explaining what happened there later. First see these maps. There is another place where frequent disputes we are seeing. So Pangong Tso, a beautiful lake. You might have seen in Three Idiots final scene, exceptionally serene and beautiful place. So this is that is there in Ladakh. So I will be explaining even about that later. So Nathula conflict 1967, That's when this Natula conflict happened. This flashpoint, India's highest mountain pass in northeastern Sikkim, that is where this Natula is. So it's between Bhutan, Tibet and Nepal. It's very near to all these three countries. During a series of clashes, so exchange of artillery fire 1967. So 80 Indian soldiers died and up to 400 casualties in China. We don't know. Chinese side, we can't say what was the reality. If they want to say so many people died, they will just give a number, or if they say there is no deaths, we can't prove it that there are casualties even that side. Tulungla ambush, this is in 1975. So there was a skirmish, a small fight, and then 4 Indian soldiers were ambushed and killed in that time. 4 Indian soldiers. So it's not that big, but it's in the dividing line between Arunachal Pradesh and China. New Delhi blamed Beijing. So we can't do anything. Like India blames China, China blames India. So who was responsible? It's really difficult to say. 2017 Doklam Plateau standoff. So India and China had a month-long high-altitude standoff in Bhutan's Doklam region. I have shown you where the Doklam region is. So India has sent troops to stop Chinese intrusion into Bhutan. So Doklam Plateau is strategically significant. It gives China access to a chicken's neck, that is that connects India's northeastern states. So we wanted to protect it. So it is claimed by both China and Bhutan, and so Bhutan is our ally. We don't want China to control Bhutan. So we stopped it there in 2017. Now coming to 2020 Ladakh confrontation, it became really deadly. Almost 20 soldiers died. One Colonel Santosh Babu, commanding officer Santosh Babu also died along with 19 Jawans. So it's a really sad situation there. Santosh Babu was a brilliant student and an officer. He got education from Sainik School, Korukonda in Andhra Pradesh. He belongs to Suryapet area. So he became a colonel in very short period. So it's very sad. Not just one person, 19 Jawans also died. So we don't know what is going to happen in Galwan Valley. Hopefully tensions will be reduced. This is the situation there. So we have understood the history and the locations. You just need to remember all this from exam perspective and also for better comprehension of the dispute. Thank you very much for joining. We'll meet again with some other topic. Till such time, bye bye.